What's up with it, guys? Okay, we are going to jump into some content I actually have not done in a very long time since the release of BFA first came out. So this is a PvP. Oh, they've eliminated the vendor. That's interesting. This is PvP Island Expedition. So I have not done... I did PvP Island Expeditions, I think, once. Right when I hit 120. So obviously it's going to be a little bit different now. I'm at 373 eye level. This is my loadout, standard kind of PvP setup. I'm running Laser Matrix Shoulder, Wilderness Survival Helm, Venomous Fangs on my chest. You can kind of see everything else pretty straightforward. So I'm curious to see how this goes. I think, relatively speaking, the group I'm with, this is a guild group, and we're pretty geared. So I'm curious to see how well we perform doing this. I'm curious to see the PvP component. Like I said, I only did this right when it came out, and so I haven't gotten to mess with it too much since. So we're basically just going in here ham, just doing our AoE rotation, hit it with another bomb, cleave that down. Jesus, 65k DPS. What you know about that, huh? What you know about that? I'll take it. I'm honestly really curious to see if we get to, when we get to fighting the enemy team, how much damage we're going to be doing. Because I feel like we have like a pretty decent comp, actually. So, we'll see. 32k DPS. Let's get it. Alright, so we want to try and get the rare spawns if we can. There's one guy here, so let's get this guy. Ooh, and there's a shovel here. I'm going to go ahead and grab that real quick, just in case they try and jump us. Go ahead and double bomb after our serpent sting. Oh, he did that AoE. That was my fault. I should have gotten out of that. Go get out of this. Go ahead and pop our aspect of the eagle. How is that hitting me? Is that something else? What was that? Aqua bomb. Pretty big radius. Oh, my pet's tanking all this stuff. Solid. Oh. Ooh. Too slow. Got hit by that. So we just got to sit back here behind him, stay out of range of that. Pretty big radius. This is actually kind of fun. I did like a normal, I think, or like heroic. Oh, I got hit by that again. Zoning, yeah. It's hard for me to focus and talk at the same time. I actually, it was like super easy, obviously, right? It's not on the like lower end of the difficulty spectrum for sure. And it's not really that fun. This is actually kind of like fun. It's like a little bit of a challenge here with like clearing these mobs. We can't just like fit. Like I was literally just running around by myself soloing all the rares. Like it was pretty face roll. So we don't know where their boat is. There's a big clam here, so we want to get that. So far we're doing pretty good. We're ahead by a good little chunk. Now in PvP Island Expeditions, you do not get... Oh, there's another one over there, so I'm going to go ahead and grab that. He's got aggro, so... Anti-Venom. I'm going to grab this too because my guess is that's going to be for a quest somewhere if we can find him. Probably over here. I'm going to go ahead and help these guys clear. Go ahead and throw my double bombs here from afar. I'm going to go ahead pop Coordinated Assault. Probably didn't need to, but it's okay. You pop Darkness. Go ahead and hit that again with the cleave. So anytime, and I'm kind of getting the hang of this, and I didn't mention or go through my rotation on like AoE pulls really at all in previous videos. And I think that's honestly for survival is kind of the hardest. Nice, anti-venom. That's the one. 800 Azurite, get at me. That's like the most difficult part, quote unquote, difficult part of the rotation, I would say, because you can run Butchery, which is actually like probably of a lot of the talents is one of my favorite talents by a long shot, as far as how fun it is to actually use that and how gratifying it is, how cool the animations are. But on the actual, you know, when it comes to actual DPS, I don't think it's the most competitive option, especially because it doesn't give you any benefit on single target, whereas the other ones at least give you something. Let's go south. Ooh, there's something right here. Let's see what this is. Oh, it's the shovel. It's the shovel. Can we get another? 800. There we go, kids. What's good? Now that's their boat right there. Their boat. PvP time. But the rotation for AoE is basically whenever you have, I would argue two targets is going to be a little bit hit or miss if it's worth it or not. But for sure, if you have 3 or more targets, you want to basically be prioritizing Carve as your focus spender. You still really want to make sure that you are getting Mongoose Bites in when you can, because if you're running that Wilderness Survival trait, which is honestly, like, in my opinion, is a must to really be able to do decent damage, because it both gives you a good amount of value in single target as well as in AoE. And you basically end up using Mongoose Bite when you can, so you're basically reducing the cooldown on your bombs by 1 second, and then you're popping your Carve when you can, because that reduces the cooldown based off how many targets you hit, up to 5. So that can give you up to 5-second reduction. So ideally, like in Mythic Plus content, there's some clamshells over here. There's one. Clamshell. I'm going to send my pet in. I'm going to actually misdirect my pet and aggro this guy too, so that they go ahead and get that. Go ahead and open that. Double bomb these guys, get these guys out of here, and then, oh, he's actually AoEing. I kind of going to mess up that a little bit, I think. So we want to keep an eye on our timer of our Carve, because that reduces our bomb cooldown so much. So you can usually get like 1 or 2 Carves in before, or sorry, 1 or 2 Mongoose Bites in before Carve cooldown comes back up. Ooh, let's get these guys. Let's get these guys. Here we go. Now it's time, boys. Now it's time. We do not have our our damage, but we don't have our coordinated assault up, but we do have the fact that we're just going to wreck him. Nice. How is he immune? How's he immune to everything? Nice, so this guy's coming back up. So the bombs are going to start firing at me here because I'm close to the ship. So I'm okay with that. I'm going to still try and get a kill on him and see if I can... Oh, we can't... Can we get... Oh, no. Well, my disengage was off cooldown. We'll go ahead. It's okay. We're going to go ahead and disengage out of that. We have a big lead on him. Oh, our pet... No, he didn't. He just despawned. I'm going to go ahead and root trap that guy. Nice. Okay, so they still got bombs here. So, going to go ahead and send our pet. We're going to pet stun this guy. I'm going to have a bomb up. I'm going to go ahead and just use Aspect of the Eagle here. Now, you don't get any points, so I need to make sure I can't... Oh, no. I got to make sure you're constantly moving because those bombs do have a slow on them, which makes it really tough to... once you get hit by one, it makes it just so tough to get out of there alive. My pet died. That's okay. We're just wrecking these guys. They're not going to be able to do anything. Our comp is just so good. I don't know. I think their Shaman's Elemental and the other one is Enhance. I'm going to call my pet back. Let's just keep clearing, I guess. I don't know. Let's go. Come on. But yeah, you want to, I mean, you don't get actually any Azurite or anything for killing the players, but you do prevent them from generating or getting any more Azurite, right? So it is good to go ahead and fight them. Hopefully I don't die here. So again, trying to get our Carve on as many people as we can, and then position our bomb as best we can so that it's cleaving everyone. This might be a little bit self-explanatory, but it is important to note that the bomb does do a cone behind the target. It's not a cone based off where you're standing. It's based off of the location of the target, and it does a little radius around them as well. So you want to kind of be positioning yourself. You see I kind of rotate around the target so that most of the mobs are behind the target that I'm throwing it, and then that way it does like the little conal spray on all of them back behind. It definitely is a unique mechanic there. I don't know of any other abilities that I can think of that do that or that have that type of a mechanic. So what we're going to do here is we are going to go ahead and put our pet on this, and I'm going to go ahead and mine these just because I know that they're close. I'm going to disengage out of that. But I'm going to mine these real quick just because I know they're close. I want to make sure that they don't come up and that we end up having like try and contest these. Nice, okay, our healer's going to get that one. So we're going to go ahead and run out of this. We're going to make sure we get our Serpent Sting up before we cast our Volatile Bomb. And just start back in with our rotation, refresh Serpent Sting, hit him with that bomb. Now I have enough focus. I could have popped... he's just getting everything. Nice. And we did it, kids. We did it. What did I get? Broken Compass? What does that do? Huh. Well, that was pretty painless. That was a good amount of fun. It's definitely fun having the PvP component where it's actual players. So, anyways, I don't know. Just get some randomness up there. Get some Island Expeditions in. You know, try to get our Azurite cap for the week. So, I'll catch you guys in the next video. See ya.